asked who invented electricity, what would your answer be? Well, spontaneously, everyone's reply would be Benjamin Franklin, isn't it? We also say Thomas Alva Edison was the one who invented the light bulb using this electricity. Recently, we read that Nikola Tesla conducted the first experiment on power transmission. Prior to all this, who was the pioneer to invent electricity? It has been put forth that none of the previously mentioned scientists invented electricity, but it was indeed William Gilbert who originally discovered electricity. But are those mentioned above really the ones who invented electricity? Or again, is there someone whose contributions has been left unsung? Let us learn more about all this in our video. Those who are not subscribed to this channel yet, please don't forget to subscribe. Believe it or not, our great Indian sage Agastya was the one who originally discovered electricity and all about its workings prior to anyone else. In his book Agastya Samhita, he has described the formula for generating electricity and also how to produce electricity through batteries and dry cells thousands of years before the birth of Benjamin Franklin and William Gilbert. Modern inventions such as electric vehicles, cell phones and others require batteries to function, and in order to manufacture batteries, we need electricity. Rishi Agastya has mentioned about this and has also described the basic technology to generate electricity. We all have studied that the electric battery was invented by Alessandro Volta, but it actually was invented by sage Agastya. However, it is difficult to convince people on this fact. We are listing out some proof of the same. An article published by the University of Minnesota newspaper in 1927 by Dr. Kokotnur contradicted all the speculations that had been made until then. Indian origin American chemist Dr. Varam R. Kokotnur conducted extensive research on the Agastya Samhita and discovered that generation of electricity, dry cells, aeroplanes and hydrogen balloons were being utilized by Indians thousands of years ago, as mentioned by sage Agastya in his book. The title of the article said, First Non-Stop Flight Made 2000 Years BC. The paper presented by Dr. Kokotnur, who was a member of American Institute of Chemistry, became famous and was also acclaimed by foreigners. There is also a mention of the Arakaciye, means Talegari, that was being used in the ancient period. Regarding the method of making a dry electric battery, Dr. Kokotnur read from the Agastya Samhita that it would require a copper plate, moist sawdust, mercury amalgamated zinc plate. By the contact of this, electricity can be produced.
Samstapya mrunmaya patre tamapatram samskrutam chadayechi grivena chadabhi kashtapam subhi दस्तालोष्टे निधात्वा ह्यप्पारदाश्चादितस्ततः संयोगज्जायते तेजो मित्रावरुणा संयोगितम्.
The method described is a well-cleaned copper plate should be placed in an earthenware vessel. It should then be covered first by moist sawdust. Over this, mercury amalgamated zinc plate should be placed. By their contact, a light known by the twin names Mitra and Varuna in modern times, referred to as cathode and anode, is produced as per sage Agastya. He further explained that joining together hundreds of such vessels would be very effective. Andrew Thomas, in his book, We Are Not the First, Riddles of Ancient Science, has mentioned the research of sage Agastya and the Agastya Samhita. These can all be considered evidence that sage Agastya was the true pioneer behind all these inventions. His research did not end there, and he further went on to describe the properties of hydrogen to be used in hydrogen balloons. He also studied about astrology, grammar, and many other subjects. We will try and cover more about this in our next video. Thank you.